Fahadh Faasil is a big deal in Malayalam movies. He's known for his strong, detailed acting and how well he can totally become any character he plays. From Maheshinte Prathikaram to Kumbalangi Nights, he's become known for picking complex, very human characters. His subtle and deep acting caught the eye of Oscar-winning director Alejandro González Iñárritu, who reached out to him about a possible Hollywood movie. This was more than just another movie offer. It was a chance to be on the world stage, working with a super talented director and maybe acting alongside famous international stars. Their first talks went well, and a video call was set up between Fahadh and Iñárritu. For Fahadh, this could have been a huge step in his career, going from being a star in his region to being known all over the world. The news, if it happened, would have been celebrated all across India. It would have shown how good he is at acting and how far Malayalam movies can reach. But just as everything was ready for a huge team-up, an unexpected problem came up. It wasn't about acting, it was about how he spoke. The video call started, with both of them showing respect. But Iñárritu soon brought up a concern. Fahadh's Indian accent in English didn't fit the character. The director, who is known for wanting everything to be perfect, insisted on full accent training, 3 to 4 months in the US, completely focused on it, and Fahadh would have to pay for it himself. No pay, no money back. Fahadh would pay for his travel, where he stayed, and living costs, all just for a chance at the role. This wasn't just about acting anymore. It was a test of how committed he was, how much he valued himself, and if it made practical sense. Was it fair to ask an actor who was already famous to spend so much, with no promise of getting the part? The request made it seem like Fahadh's natural voice was a problem that needed fixing, not something special about him. The opportunity now felt less like working together, and more like a risky bet that would cost a lot. Fahadh faced a tough choice, his big dreams versus his self-worth. Fahadh made a brave choice. He politely said no. This wasn't being stuck up, but knowing himself well. He didn't feel the strong desire to give up months and change who he was for just one role. Acting, for him, feels natural. It's something he's called to do, not just a business deal. The money and personal risks were too high, especially with no guarantee of getting anything in return. More importantly, Fahadh refused to see his accent as a flaw. His voice is part of his art, and he wouldn't get rid of it just to meet someone else's rules. He wasn't against working on an accent, but not if it meant losing who he truly was and his self-respect. Fahadh's decision was a quiet way of showing who he was and what he believed in. He walked away, not feeling bad, but feeling sure of his own value. Fahadh's choice comes from his pride in Malayalam cinema, the movie industry that made him who he is and keeps pushing him to do better. For him, the film world in Kerala isn't just a step to something bigger. It's home. He's done well by telling stories in his own language, working with writers and directors who understand how he thinks and feels. The appeal of Hollywood couldn't outweigh the creative satisfaction he finds in Malayalam films like Revenant and Birdman. Fahadh gets respect from his work at home, where roles are written just for him and his acting skills are celebrated. Turning down the international offer wasn't closing a door, it was keeping his creative home wide open. He chose meaningful work and artistic happiness over uncertain worldwide fame. His career shows that being great doesn't mean you have to fit into other people's rules. Fahadh's story teaches us about who we are, language, and self-worth in movies around the world. He didn't give in to the pressure to change, refusing to see his accent as a weakness. The demand to get rid of his natural voice showed how uneven things are between Hollywood and actors from other countries. Fahadh's refusal was a statement of his value. He's not a new actor desperate for a chance, but an accomplished artist. His choice supports staying true to your art over just wanting to be famous. True happiness, he shows, comes from projects that fit with your beliefs, not just what looks good on your resume. Fahadh continues to build his legacy where he's respected for who he is, not who he could become by changing. In the end, he didn't lose a Hollywood role. He gained a deeper commitment to himself and the movies that made him.